You know what I mean? When you do when they do what you taught them, when they step up at the moment of truth and show you what they made of. And you know, my son, I knew he could do it. I knew he had the talent deep down inside of him, but he put in the work, and that's what I'm so proud of. You know, the coach's son always get it the hardest, so we put him through the ringer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we did.
I didn't want to make it no charity case. I told him that I can't give it to you. You know, you have to earn it, and you have to beat out everybody else. And you know, I know what you made of. You my son. I know you can do it.
I can attest to that. It took, how long did it take for you? Could you please let them know, first of all, what I put you through and what it took to get this role?
2 years. 2 years of auditions, 2 years of going back to Gary, what can I work on? You know, give me some homework. 2 years of having 3 different acting coaches, going to New York, staying in New York for a week with a coach, and finally ended with a screen test where there were 2 other cubes there. I mean, I'm just saying that there's 2 other cubes there. They took L's, but you know. But after all the hard work and dedication and sacrifice, Universal picked the right man for the job.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Everybody's character came to life. It was like crazy. Watching you play Eazy-E was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You owned it. Straight up. This is, you know, N.W.A. is legacy. You know what I'm saying? N.W.A. broke grounds that people, if it wasn't for N.W.A., a lot of rapping wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of entertainment.
Oh, 100%. That wouldn't have happened.
A lot of movies wouldn't have happened.
There's no Friday, no Boys in the Hood, no Italian Job. I can go on and on and on.
Yeah, man, it's like if I don't write Boys in the Hood, we don't shoot the movie Boys in the Hood. So it's just this movie is the origin for a lot of entertainment, for a lot of people that come off the N.W.A. family tree, you know what I mean? And you know, N.W.A. deserves a movie like this, you know what I mean? For the talent that was in that group, for the courage that the group had to just be ourselves. You know, we didn't call it gangster rap back then. We called it reality rap. And, you know, we just was speaking what we thought was the real and what was the truth as we saw it, and tried to make it entertaining and make it into music. So, you know, we took a negative and made a positive, you know, and we was constructive and not destructive, and made a big statement and a big stand.
You know what, I think people actually, he deserves an applause for that, because I think people really underestimate the choices you had. You grew up in South Central, which is just like Compton, next to Compton, and everybody around us, they picked up guns, there was a lot of violence, and instead of picking up a gun, you picked up a mic, and people don't realize that there was a choice there, and this was a form of entertainment, it was a form of creativity, but it was also a form of non-violent protest. Speak to that a little bit.
Well, you know, the group, we spoke on many different things, you know, but, you know, we thought our only weapon was our music. You know, we thought we were so backed into a corner. We thought nobody cared about our situation. And for, you know, we decided to do something constructive and make music and be creative and not be destructive and, you know, handle it a different way. So, you know, it's a lot to be said about that. You know, it's a lot of talent in the hood, you know what I mean? And, you know, sometimes if we just be creative and you know, you never know what the outcome is going to be. You know, everything that you see and everything that you've seen all started with a pen and a pad.
And at the end of the day, you got to want it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's going to be handed to you. You got to go out there and get it.
No doubt.
Without a doubt. Gary, I got a question for you.
Yes.
When you were putting this together, how did you know that these two were the right ones for this movie?
You know, first of all, it was a hard, it was just a hard process, you know. I had someone actually tell me I shouldn't do the movie. They said, because there were so many ways you can get it wrong that could end your career. They said, it's too important of a story. You know, I work with Jamie Foxx, I work with John Travolta, I work with big stars. But if you do this movie, you can't put a star in that role. I mean, if you watch T.I. play Ice Cube, that's kind of weird, right?
Right.
And I'm not taking anything away from that, but it had to feel authentic. So I had to step out and use new people. And so while we wanted to create a world like that was authentic, it also came with picking people who didn't have a lot of experience. So I had to go for the heart and say, who makes me feel like they can serve this story, and then bring the heart and the grit and the performance to a movie. And when Jason auditioned, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of actors later, I saw him on video and I said, that's Eazy-E. I said, that's Eazy-E, and it was on a computer screen. Then I said, okay, that might just be luck. Let me call you back. Let me see if you can do it again. If you can do it again, that's my man. So what happened?
Get him.
Well, like you said, after I sent my first video off, it had been maybe roughly, 3 weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah, I waited like 3 weeks for the callback. So, you know, in my mind, I'm like, I ain't even get it. You know, I put my life on the line for it, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And you're in New Orleans, right?
Right.
You're not in Los Angeles.
Right, I'm from New Orleans. So I went down there and I put it on tape, you know, with this lady named Megan Lewis, sent it off, and I felt good about it. You know, everybody felt good about it, but it felt like it was taking forever, you know? And then one day they hit me and they're like, hey, Jason, you want to fly, you know, to Los Angeles for a callback? And I'm like, callback? I don't know. Can't you still like not get the role on the callback? They like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. So they like, well, let's try to see what we can figure out. So they call me back like 30 minutes later and they like, man, Gary love you. They want Skype it. So I'm like, all right. You know, so I went, you know, set up my little Skype.
It was difficult from the start. No,
set up my little Skype situation. And we Skyped for 1 hour and 17 minutes. I ain't even gonna play like I don't remember it. You know what I mean?
And we blew us away. For real. You can't say, I know you can't say it. You're trying to be modest. But he blew us away. I've never cast a role solely on video. Because look how big this screen is. You have to have little nuances and performances and things like that. There's things that you can't see on a small screen that you're going to see on the big screen. And so the power that you brought to that callback and that audition, it just came through the screen, and I knew you were my man.
Well, I mean, I just want everybody to feel the fact that, you know, I felt like I could taste it. You know what I'm saying? And you know how it is. Like, I'm from the hood, not the fake hood. I'm from the real hood. I'm a real Highland Grove representative. I still got an address back there, you know, so I'm like, when you get that close to breaking, you know what I mean? Like, look where I'm at now. How can I stay on my couch? You know what I'm saying? And I just, you know, I was in full pit mode, you know what I mean? I had my teeth showing that day, and, you know, I brought it home.
You did it there. That's part of the reason why I hired you, too, because one of the most important things to me, well, the most important thing was performance first. I don't care what you look like. I mean, you have to be somewhere. You have to be black at least, but but it's performance first, because after the novelty of someone looking like the character, you have to carry an entire movie. Right. So I said performance first. So you had the performance, but then I said, you know what? This is Compton. You have to have street credibility, because this man is going to watch it and go, I don't know.
Cornball.
Yeah, right?
100%.
He looked like him, but I don't believe him as Eazy-E. So your background really helped you, and your focus put you over. And the fact that you resemble Eazy, but you actually turned into him is based on your acting choices, and that's the reason why we picked you.
That's what's up.
Jason, question for you. Have you ever acted prior to this film?
I have. On the low, you know, I've been out here for like 5 years. You know,
Okay.
I'm doing my little thing, you know. But it wasn't nothing that really paid my bills. It's a waiting game. It's hurry up and wait, you know, in the acting world. And, when I finally got my chance to take a swing at a lead role. That's right, yeah.
O'Shea, let me ask you a question, homie. To fill your dad's shoes, you know what I'm saying? That's Ice Cube, dog. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize, but Ice Cube is sitting in front of you right now.
For real.
That's real talk. Okay? That is real talk. What went through your mind when Dad was like pushing you and pushing you and pushing you to be him?
The role really became an obsession for me because I couldn't sit in the theater and see somebody portraying my father and me not thinking it's up to par or feeling like I could have did it better. So at a certain point, you know, I know the movie is about N.W.A, but this movie is about my family, you know? It's about my family's legacy and what other fuel do you need to build a fire, you know? So it was about pushing myself to make sure that, you know, the legacy of my family is done correctly, because these films last forever, especially something like this, you know? So I wanted to make sure that the ball was in my hand.
And can I ask something to that, please? Because when we announced that we hired Shay for the part of Ice Cube, we heard a little rumblings like, oh yeah, of course you did. It's a little nepotism. You hired his son. Of course it was easy. We put him through so much, and he took it with a smile. You know, sometimes when you have celebrities and they have kids that grow up a certain way, you know, they feel entitled. Man, this guy came in, he was in the gym, he recorded the songs, he did everything with a smile, with a great attitude. He's a great person, man. I want to dispel any rumors about nepotism because he worked harder than anybody to get this role.
Thank you. I appreciate that,
You know what I loved about the film too? It's authenticity. Watching Dre do, you know, the whole turntable scratching thing with It's Time and all the music playing. I'm an old school DJ.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? When I saw him doing that, it's time, it's time. I'm like,
Can I speak to that real quick?
yo, please.
Yeah, because my man Shay here, he did have to do a lot of work. You know, I had to put on, well, how much you, 1,200 a day?
I had to get 1,200 calories a day. Lost 15 pounds in 22 days.
Damn.
Ouch.
Yeah, and then I had to get bigger. I had to eat like 4,000 calories a day.
Wait. 1,200. 4,000.
Wait a minute, man. Y'all stop the It's Time speech.
No.
Talk about your damn diet.
This is what we
Give
was
a
getting
damn
to.
about your damn diet, man. Talk about It's Time over here. You speak to that like you know.
But what I was getting around to, my man Corey not here right now. But he went so hard on them turntables every day until he got that. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man N.W.A too. He put us through the ringer with it. But you know, my man stepped up and he did that for real. You know, so yeah.
Hey, being a Miami boy and being on the radio out here for years, you know what I loved? How many references y'all made about Miami in the movie?
Hey, yeah, boy.
Miami is popping.
Everybody trying to get to Miami, man.
For real.
Everybody.
And we made it.
Yeah.
We made it.
You made it in a special way, my friend.
No doubt.
A very special way. We're going to open up some questions from the crowd here in a second, okay? Just give yourself a couple of minutes to get yourself ready. But at the end of the day, dude, you guys not only did this movie justice, but for the new generation, the kids that didn't live through this, they are getting a history lesson. They are getting an absolute history lesson. Like all that, no, don't, it started here. This is what it's all about. And it shows, I love how the movie goes all over the place, shows some raw emotion in the movie as well, because guess what? You can be the biggest, baddest mofo out there, but you got a heart. You know what I'm saying? And it shows heart in this movie. So you guys outdid yourselves with this film.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Miami. Give it up for everybody that's on this stage right here. Yeah. We love y'all black, man. We love y'all black. I think I got a gentleman over here with a question. Yes, sir.
Yeah. First of all, props to O'Shea and Jason, man. Strong performances.
Thank you.
And like they were saying before, man, you had a lot on you to fill those shoes. Man, good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mr. F. Gary Gray, you know, you can tell when you see performance from actors, man, of what your role is in bringing performance, natural, good, strong performance. It was there. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
My question for Cube, and congratulations for all your success over the years. And you made some bold choices. My big question for you is do you have any like clear, apparent like regrets? You know, where you look back and you're like, damn, I should have turned the other way. I mean, you know, made another move, man, because you made a lot of bold moves, and I'm just wondering if there was any regrets for you.
No, you know, before I do anything, you know, it's well thought out, and you know, I don't regret anything. You know, I wouldn't be here. You know, I don't think I would have blossomed as a solo artist, and going on to do all the things that I've done in entertainment if I stayed with the group. You know, so I don't have any, you know, regrets. You know, everything I've done is like a time capsule, you know what I mean? If you want to know what was on my mind in '89, pick up Straight Outta Compton, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, these are just moments in time. You know, these are just, you know, it's lightning in a bottle. It's just a slice of life. And, you know, so I have no regrets, you know, definitely none I'm gonna speak on tonight.
That's right.
I think I got my man Tony Neal. Is that you?
Yeah.
What up, Tony?
Tony Neal in the building.
I gotta say, I remember I was a baby, man. And, you doing your thing. That's my brother. I don't want to age us too much, but good job, you and G. It was a hell of a duo, man. You and G, and I never got a chance to put that out there to you, brother. I love you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Raw emotion. Heart.
I sat there and I remembered the whole shit when he went to New York, and I remember the whole shit. That's my family. You understand me? So, and I also want to thank you for putting me in that barbershop movie.
Oh man, no problem, baby. Come on, man, I got you, Neil, baby. Can't talk about our little, you know, behind the scenes things, man. We got people listening, baby.
I want to tell you, and bro, you did a good job, man.
Oh man, thank you.
Great portrayal on Eric, man. It just brought back so much. You know what I'm saying? I had to get out and walk out and get out my feelings for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We like that though.
I mean, he knew Eazy-E, you know what I mean? So, you know, to hear an OG like you, you know, feeling like that, I know we did our thing.
That's what it is. This dude right here is raising his hand so high. What's your question, bro? Thank you. That's right.
I still like fucking police.
Okay, let me repeat that. He says he's a cop and he still likes fuck the police. That means the song was great and the movie did well. The movie was good. Go ahead.
I just want to know if it's real that they piece things up in the high school.
He wants to know if it was real that they try to come together at the end to make things well.
Yeah, you know, I saw him in New York at a club called The Tunnel, and he was there with Bone Thugs and Harmony, and we had our issues, so, you know, I didn't know if it was going to be beef, and then he asked, yo, can I come talk to you? And when he sat down, we dropped all the hatchets. You know, it was just family again. We didn't talk about contracts or nothing like that. It was just two friends, you know, catching up and missing each other and talking about the future and what can we do together. And at the time, he was in a big time feud with Dre, but he said, y'all, you know, I love y'all, man. I'm gonna work this out with Dre. And then we're gonna get back in the studio, and unfortunately he passed away before we could do that, you know. But we wanted to show in the movie that as brothers we was trying to get back together. It's a brother back there in the corner with your hand, up at top. Yeah, with your hand up, go ahead. Oh, that's a sister. What's that? I got on these damn glasses.
I got on sunglasses.
I'm trying to be cool and shit. I can't see. Go ahead. Well, it's like before we did that song, "Fuck the Police," it was a thing where cops could do no wrong. It's like if you ever went to court and the cop said something about you, it was just law. It's just you're going to jail. It's no repercussions. You can't. Everybody believed them, and what we got to realize is that everybody's a real person. They make mistakes, Everybody step over the line sometimes, Citizens do it, cops do it. So with N.W.A, we started shedding light on not the good cops, but the bad cops, the ones that do all this harm to our community. And then from then on, this Rodney King video comes out a few years later that really showed what we were talking about, because video cameras was starting to be used by the public. So we was able to capture this, and now we're doing it more and more and more and more and more. My man Gary Gray said, we should really push to get body cameras on law enforcement, because when you put body cameras on law enforcement, the complaints go down. Because everybody's held accountable. So if we're held accountable as citizens, we got to hold them even more accountable as public officials. So I think we just got to fight in the right manner to get real change made.
That's right.
Yes. Very true. I got a lady with a question right here. Stand up, sweetheart. Go ahead, stand up. Yeah.
First of all, I want to tell all of these great movies. Thank you for making
Thank you.
Not only because it was a great movie, but I think it's an important movie as well.
Thank you.
I started listening to N.W.A when I was in college.
No way.
But I think it's important partly because I was my son's age when I started listening to it. I'm here with my son, and I think it's important that today's youth see a movie like this, because I see rap and hip hop as it's a narrative, it's a story, it tells a story. And I'm kind of following up on her question. N.W.A had a positive message, just like Ice-Cube was just saying. So I'd kind of like to know, Ice-Cube, if you had to say something to today's youth who is listening to the rap and the hip hop coming out today, if you have a comment on that.
Yeah, I don't want to misconstrue N.W.A. Everything we said wasn't a positive message, but everything was an honest message, and everything was real to us. And at the time, everybody wasn't doing it, so it was new, and it was fresh, and it was different. What I would say to today's youth is, be creative, use your talent. You never know where it's going to get you. With the frustrations of the world and the ills that you feel, somehow, write it down. You never know. Anything that you create, what it can do, it stimulates you. It's therapy for you to create when you are frustrated. If you paint, if you draw. If you can build with your hands, build something with your hands, but do something creative, because anybody can tear up something. It takes a real skillful, talented person to build something. So, it's really about channeling our energy in the right way. And that's my message, because that's what I did. And look where it got me.
Wow. Big words right there. In the movie, like when you started writing screenplays and stuff, did you ever think that it was going to become what it's become?
I was hoping and dreaming and wishing, but you know, of course, you never know. You never know the journey or the path that God has you on. You just got to take the first step, and the second step, and the third step. You know, it's all about how much determination you got. You know what I mean? No does not mean no. You know what I mean? No means go around. You know what I mean? That's all it means, go around. So, you know, don't take no for an answer. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talent. I don't care how young or old you are. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody tell you what you know you can do. You know what I'm saying? So just go for it. That's how I say it.
And real talk, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You look back later on and be like, what if? Well, guess what? You won't know because you didn't try it. Go ahead. Stand up.
All right. Great movie, guys.
Thank you.
Question, the writing process. I mean, you know, near the end when the plot was building, did you want to exclude on purpose? Did you want to put in the movie the beef with Eazy-E and Drake? Or I just want to know what the writing process was like.
Oh man, he wants to know what the writing process was, and did we purposely exclude the beef between Eazy and Dre? Do you know our first cut was 3 hours and 30 minutes long? You guys wouldn't even be sitting here if we was 3 hours in. You would have walked out probably. You know, it's such an amazing story with 5 characters over 10 years. There's no way you can get every single moment in the movie. I had to cherry pick, we had to cherry pick and pick the best moments that would serve the overall narrative and the theme, which is brotherhood and courage, tragedy, triumph, rags to riches. And I feel like we did the best we could, and I think we did a good job. It's arguably, I think, one of my best films. And there's a director's cut coming out.
I knew it. Selfless plug. There you go.
But basically, I think we did the best we could given all the information.
I got to tell you, just being the OG here, I don't think you missed a thing. I thought you guys depicted the movie perfectly, got every angle in. I don't think anybody missed anything in that film. If anything, everybody walked away with a, damn, that's a good movie. Yes, go ahead.
So, congratulations for the movie.
Thank you.
Great story. I grew up in Medellin, Colombia. I was listening to you guys even though I didn't understand a word.
That's right.
You can read it. I go back a lot, and it brings me a lot of memories, good and bad. Do you ever go back to the hood?
All the time, you know. I mean, most of my people are still, you know, right there where we grew up, you know. So, you know, all the time, you know, I think you can't remove yourself from where you come from. You know, if you do, you're really gonna lose a lot of who you are. And so I think you gotta go back and, you know, share what you can. You can't help everybody. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, don't change who you are. Because if you was living there, you'd tell half of them to get out your face. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like the ones that's down with you, you help. You know, the ones that's not, you just say, keep it moving, baby. I remember when, you know, when I wasn't having it like that. You know, you wouldn't treat me bad. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's really all about just being yourself and knowing who you are. For sure.
Of course we go back. And we've done it quite a bit. With Friday, I shot that on the block that I grew up on. My very first movie, I went and shot that on the block I grew up on. And we went back to Compton to shoot Straight Outta Compton and South Central. So we brought the project, we brought everything back to the hood. Not only just hanging out, but also business and everything else.
I remember your neighbors coming over to you, your old neighbors saying, Gary, why you bring all them damn trucks on our block? Oh shit, they walking all on my grass. All these lights and generators. Yeah, they was mad as hell at Gary after a while. It wore off about 5 days, and then they start coming around me. I ain't about to stand down here for this shit.
That's the hood for you, man. That's the hood for you.
Got a couple of questions. Got a lot of questions, as a matter of fact. Go ahead. Stand up, mama.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Welcome to Miami.
Hey, yeah.
Finally made it here. Well, my question is, how will you feel? Everything you guys do turns to gold. I mean, for 20 years you've been making great films. What will it mean, and I want to ask your son, if this is the movie
it would mean the world. You know, I've been watching his career all my life, waiting for that. You know, and it's really something that I dream about, and I really do want. And once it do happen, you know, Kobe don't want one championship, you know. You got to keep it going. So I'm ready to get that first one so we can have a whole new branch of a career to go.
Me, the people of my Oscar, you know what I'm saying? I don't really...
Give him a round of applause for that one right there.
You know, and that's for real. That's for real. It's really about the people coming up to me, telling me they love the movie. That's how I know I got a good movie. Not how much it made, but how many times can you watch it? You know what I mean? That's how I know I got a good movie. So, you know, they can do what they want to do. I know what we got. The fans know what we got, and that's good enough for me.
We talked about it. We talked about it today on the way over here. Actually, we said that we did our best. We killed ourselves making this movie. It was a very difficult movie to make, and we felt like we really hit the mark with it. And so when they started telling us about tracking, how well it may do, and how we said we don't even want to hear that. We delivered our hearts and our souls. It's on the screen, and regardless of what it does, as long as our fans love it, we good.
It's what they say, do what you love, everything will come in time. Do what you love, put your heart in it.
We know some people gonna see it on bootleg, so we know that. Long as they like it when they see it on bootleg, you know what I mean?
Y'all better not bootleg my movie.
Hey, I can tell you this, it ain't gonna get bootleg with this crowd because I saw them big ass bouncers coming around. All right, let me go to this side. Young lady waving her hand side to side, go ahead.
I don't think the movie has anything to do with what the police do to us. You know, I think as a community, we really need to protect ourselves by, you know, we got to make sure we make it home. You know what I mean? We got to do everything to make sure we make it home when we encounter the police. So we got to do whatever it takes. You know, sometimes that is to comply. Man, what you want? Do your job, man. Write the ticket, man. You know what I'm saying? Want me to step out the car, step out the goddamn car. What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't shoot me, as long as I don't give you no reason to tase me, throw me on the ground, don't give them a reason to put their hands on you. That's what we need to do. And figure it out and be smart. You know, because you're not going to win out there on the streets. You're just not going to, you know, you start talking about the Constitution and shit, and he start macing you in the face. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just wait and get them in court, but make it to court. You know, that's the key now. Make it to court, make it home, make sure they don't hurt you, and that's the key. You know, make sure they put their hands on you and do whatever it takes to, you know, hurry up and finish dealing with them as fast as possible.
All right, we got time for 3 more. I'm going to take the young lady in the yellow shirt. Then I'm going to the guy in the white over here with the hat on. Go ahead.
I mean, I was hurt. You know what I mean? I was real hurt. You know, Eazy, to be real, just really wasn't a big advocate of safe sex. You know what I'm saying? It was a time when, you know, people was just really going to buy condoms on a regular. You know what I mean? You know, it was like the 70s going into the 80s, and then the 80s going into the 90s. So, you know, he just wasn't big on it. And we used to talk to him about it. You know what I'm saying? We used to talk to him about trying to be safe, but, you know, it just takes one time with the wrong person. So, you know, it could happen to anybody. you know, I was very educated on it, you know, before it happened to him. And, you know, it just hurt me that, you know, somebody so strong was taken down, you know, by, you know, a four-letter disease or whatever, you know, four-initial disease or whatever it is, you know. It just wasn't fair to me. And we should all learn from that in some way, somehow.
Film is absolutely educational. Not only is it a history lesson, but it shows you, hey, this could happen. Yes, sir.
All right, great movie. Really loved it. Great hip-hop fan. Want to go again and keep your word with Eazy and make the N.W.A. album.
Yeah, I'm always showing up to the studio, man. You know what I mean? It's like you never hear about a project not happening because Ice Cube didn't show up, you know? So I'm going to always show up. I always got a hot 16 ready to go, ready to get on the mic, ready to spit.
That's right.
I said spit.
The gentleman right there with the N.W.A. hat on.
Yeah.
A fan since day one. I see that you and Ren and Yella doing shows in L.A.
Yeah.
You come to Miami.
Hey, we trying to put something together, you know. Hopefully the promoters here, you know, radio station or somebody will bring it.
Hey, I'll put up the money. I'll do it.
I mean, damn, I'm ready. We ready. You know, we ready to get down. We got a lot of music to do, and you know. But right now, it's all about August 14th. It's all about Straight Outta Compton.
Yes, right.
If you like this movie, please tweet, Instagram, whatever, Snapchat, or whatever they got out there. Let them know that they gotta see Straight Outta Compton. And one more thing, if you didn't like the movie, you can kill yourself on the way out.
August 14th, tell your friends, tweet about it tonight.
Tell everybody. Once again, Miami, give it up for Straight Outta Compton!
Thank you.